And hello and welcome this evening to Sisters Unedited. We're going to introduce myself. My name is Shamika Nicholson and I'm excited to be here and I'll introduce my sisters will introduce themselves.
I am still the ever fabulous Tara Porter.
I don't know how to come after Ever Fabulous. Hey guys, this is Kimberly Lindsay. I'm glad to be here and I'm glad you guys are here.
And today we want to send a shout out to our missing member who's traveling, Cassandra. We miss her so much.
What are we going to do with the chair?
Well, since she said that, this is pretty bad acting, but you know, whatever. We have a special guest again today. Sam is with us.
Yay!
And
My brother Unedited.
It's actually our brother.
Ladies, how you doing? Y'all looking good?
Good to see you.
back.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Well, if we were going to have a replacement, that was the one. Good job.
All
Yes.
right. Thank you very much.
So today we're going to be talking about something that's very important to our community, very, very important to our families, and it is setting goals for yourself, short term and long term. Sounds a little boring, right? However, this stuff is good. It's important.
And it can be fun.
And it could be fun.
It could be a lot of fun. I'm having fun. I've set some goals this year, and I am not the New Year's resolution type.
No,
Let's
this
just be
is-
clear.
No,
but
just goals.
I've set some goals for myself, and the fun part for me is actually achieving the goals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, it's empowering. A lot of people don't realize what you miss when you set a goal for yourself. A lot of people don't even know how. Do you know how?
Yeah, I do. I do.
What's
know
your
how.
formula?
My formula is to sit down with my piece of paper and my pen.
Step one.
Right.
And
Down.
that's step
Right.
one, is to know that you have to sit down and be in a place of peace. And then step two is to figure out what I want. Because a lot of people don't know what the hell they want.
That's true.
That's problem number deuce.
Mm-hmm.
Deuce. You know, I was working on my Spanish. That was a goal.
It's effective. It's working. See how? And you wrote it down, and now you speak.
Gracias, mi amigas. Gracias.
Then now that-
Well, I have a problem with goal setting. I do it, but I do it on a big scale. I do like my whole year, like what I want to do this year.
not bad.
No, that's
That's not
good.
bad.
But
That's
then that's where
long-term.
she stops
Mm.
because I haven't successfully been able to break down the time frame in which I want to do each one of the things,
Yes, that's,
and so
the
that's where I
important part.
lose it.
Okay.
But you know what? I think it's probably you're being too hard on yourself about timing, because the date that you initially set is your goal date. And if you can look at your hindsight and look back and say, okay, I really did do everything that I could do and I still missed that date, it doesn't mean you can't set a new date.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the thing. And sometimes it's best, since you said that you have that, you know, issue with setting the goals, maybe just do little short terms.
You have to break it up in small chunks.
And then, you know, change, you know, then go to medium, then large. Don't just try to willy-nilly be like, I'm Big Willie and I'm going to do the whole.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm trying to whip the whole. I'm looking
Yes,
at my
whip
list
that-
like I
yeah.
got 3 of them down and it's
Hey,
March.
Well, you got to look at it this way. I think James Smith said it at the conference. He talked about procrastination, and he said, what makes you think that you're going to get yourself to do twice tomorrow what you wouldn't do once today? So you can't,
There you
because
go.
you have to look
Right.
at your year. Last year, I didn't do all of that, so it
Right.
doesn't make sense for me to try to pretend
Right.
that I'm going to do all that. And to add to your list, I had lists. Our list, we were in on the list.
We on that Dion cycle.
But you're pretty good, because like I had to write mine down, and you didn't even write yours down, but it's cool.
Because
So
I had time.
I was thinking that you do have, like you said, but you.
Procrastinated.
That's why she didn't.
That's
write
gonna be on her
it.
list for her goals. But the other thing I think is being honest with yourself,
True.
because you
Keep it
wanna
real.
figure out what you wanna do, but be realistic. Like, you can't, for example, a weight loss goal. If you need to lose 100 pounds, don't tell yourself, I'm gonna lose this 100 pounds in 6 months.
No.
Yes.
First
Stop
of all,
lying. First of all, you're not even acknowledging the fact that there's gonna be struggles. You have to change some habits. You have a whole lot that you have to do just to make it
That's
to
a,
step
that's a
one.
complete mental overhaul. That's a lifestyle
Complete.
thing.
Yeah, and
It
you didn't
is.
get to where you were at that
That-
extra
that quickly.
75 pounds in 6
In
months.
6 months.
So you cannot think you can reverse it.
Speaking from experience, someone who has lost 100 and something pounds.
Yes, she had.
I did lose a lot of weight, and you guys are totally right. First of all, I thought I was real cute and popping, so I didn't think I had a problem. But when that diabetes
You hit
set
the
on
medicals.
me,
Right.
and I did medical stuff, and that lady said I was gonna lose my toes and my fingers, and I like my toes and my fingers. So,
Yeah.
you know, that was
Especially
my
with
push.
balance.
You know?
Right.
That was my push, and also on a bigger scale, I had lost my brother, and he was diabetic.
Oh.
So
Oh,
I
my
had to just really say, I don't want to die.
Right.
Am I eating to live, or
Or
I'm
living
eating to die? And I was killing myself and my darn children.
So here's another thing I think that goes on that list. We definitely need to put dates on things because you need to motivate and inspire yourself to actually take action because you know the date is coming. So you got to do something before that date gets here. But I think prayer is important too.
Yeah.
I do.
Like you've got to really, the mindset, while you're working on your mindset, you have to pray for strength. You have to pray for wisdom because you don't want, for example, just with the weight loss alone, you don't want to do the, I've tried so many different ways of losing weight. You really have to pray because you want to do it right.
Right.
You want to be reasonable about the amount of time. You want to be patient with yourself because, like you said, it's a full overhaul. Like, you can't expect so much of yourself because then you set yourself up to within 30, 60, 90 days, now you really hate yourself and you're eating really hard because you're depressed because I can't do it.
Don't set yourself up to fail.
Don't set
Please.
And I
yourself
think
up to
try
fail.
specifics
little.
too are important because I know on my list this year I have changed 3 habits about my eating, and I have read at least 3 books, which since I've met Sam Smith, I've changed that to more books. But I did write down the eating habits because, you know, I could tell myself all day I'm giving up whatever I'm giving up, but if it's not written down and specific when I made the goal, then I don't think it's really real if it's not specific.
Being vague is the enemy. You have to be very specific. Even if you have to break each thing down and make bullet points, you have to be very specific. You have to tell yourself that, you have to impart that to your subconscious that everything that I need to change, this is every little thing.
Yeah, that
There's
goes
a
with it.
saying that says, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
Right.
So you have to break
Yeah.
it down and you have to be specific.
And just to
Agreed.
give some suggestions out there to people who are struggling, 300 pounds and over and things like that, I think it worked well, and it actually worked for my daughter as well. So, you know, I had a pot problem, okay? I had a just eat what I want to and portion problem.
That pot problem didn't go
That
with
pot-
that problem.
that
it
pot
helped the
problem.
eating, yeah.
And so my first step was just not to drink regular pop. It changed to, okay, I'm not buying any regular pop, it's just diet pop. Then when I got to that diet pop and realized that it was the devil and it was nasty as hell, I figured
point in
out
drinking
that it was the fizz that I liked. And so I went to go to, what do you call that, sparkling water, and then I put Crystal Light in it. You want to talk about the bomb? Try it.
You made
Now
your
that's
own,
really good.
Yeah.
Made your own soda pop.
Made my own
That's
soda
why
pop.
they gave you that
lost
segment on that
weight.
talk show
Yeah.
about the cooking and the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because, you know, lost that. And so pop was over. Now I just do water, and I could just drink that fizz water by itself when I figured that out. And those are realistic things. Don't just try to say, I'm cutting everything out. Because next week, after you try that for 2
Cold
days,
turkey is not okay.
Yeah,
you'll be back to, I'm just drinking the pop.
But see, that's another mindset thing though, because you told yourself, you figured out what it was you liked about it. The fizz
And
it
adjusted.
did something for you, and so you were able to adjust it. That's really good.
So set those type of goals. Like, you know, I'm still a stickler right now, and even though I may be on the thick side, and I'm good with this thickness, okay? But
most men are good at
okay,
thickness.
okay.
just in case you had a question.
Yeah,
Right.
Especially in the South.
Yeah. But the pork, I completely cut the pork out. I cold turkey that pork, and I just, not cold turkey because, you know, my mom had made some ribs. I had backslid, and them Conecuh sausages in Alabama, my auntie and them, they the devil with them. But what I did was I started learning how to do different things with turkey meat, and now I'm the turkey meat queen.
Yeah, I love turkey
So,
meat.
boom.
But I tell
that's
you another
over.
thing that is synonymous with successful people, people who have set goals for themselves and accomplish them. One of the things that I hear over and over again is vision board.
Yes, very important.
Vision board. You get your list established. You don't know about a
I
vision
didn't
board? You do. Well, but with
But
different,
I think I got it in my head.
yeah, but with every goal that you set, vision board gives you, it keeps it in your face.
Okay.
Yes, it
It's a
does.
reminder,
Right.
Yes.
like it keeps you on track, just so that when you're in autopilot, you know, in your life, and you're moving around doing whatever you're doing from one day to the next, you have a visual that's a reminder every time you look at it that this is what you want, this is what you said you wanted, this is what you put on your list, and here are the dates that you chose to try to have these things accomplished by.
Yeah.
And I took ownership. I buy all the food. Me. So
That was
who
a
the hell
big
made
goal.
everybody fat? Me.
That was so good.
So when you go to that grocery store, you put that sticky tab on your purse where that money at and say, don't get them Fruit Loops, don't get that cheesecake, and don't even go in that ice cream aisle. You be all right.
That's big.
And
That's
they,
big.
and they brought Bluebell back too, so the
They
devil
did.
is
But
come
you know
back.
what?
Yeah.
They have some fabulous coconut water popsicles on the same aisle with fruit
Ooh,
in them. And they are
yes.
really good.
They
so
really are.
I
And
went on
skinny
that aisle
cow,
today.
and skinny anything
Skinny cow is
skinny
good.
Skinny
cow.
cow
Yeah,
is
and they
delicious.
and that stuff is really. I
Make
don't know
you
how
wanna
skinny.
smack your
they
I don't know how
I
skinny
don't
it
know
can
if I
actually be
believe
because
them.
it tastes just like real ice
Yeah,
cream
I don't
cookies,
know if I
but
believe
whatever.
It do.
That's what the box says, but I don't know if I
It
believe
doesn't
it
spike
because
my
that stuff is.
sugar. I know it works.
So
Really?
is riding a horse something you can put? I mean, is that like? 'Cause that's
I
been
wanna
on
ride a
that's
horse
been on
this
my
summer.
goal.
That's your bucket list.
Okay, so that's my bucket list. Because every year I make it my goal, and I've not done it in 6 years running.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's a
want to
bucket
do
list
it.
thing.
I said that today. We doing that this summer.
Okay,
Okay.
Sisters Unedited, they're going horseback riding.
Are you joining us?
I'm up for anything. I'm up for anything.
He said, all right.
Oh,
He
well,
did. He
oh.
paused on us. Well, we might need to video that day. We may
Yes.
need to record.
Yeah,
and
we
shoot
need to
photos.
have
You know,
a-
you
And
gonna
I
have
got
to
a cowboy
wait.
hat. I've been
'Cause
wanting
I
to
want
try
some
out.
cowboy
And that would be the
boots.
perfect opportunity.
There you go.
'Cause
I can
Yeah.
see you in a cowboy hat.
I look
actually.
good. I look good in a cowboy
I think you
hat.
do.
I kind of cock it to the side a little
Pimp
bit.
it out a
so
little
yeah.
bit.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you say,
All wrong.
And
Look
then,
here, you gonna get on this horse here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we have gotten
Back
so
to
far
goals.
off
Yes,
track.
yes. But
Now,
so,
if horse
vision
riding
board.
is your goal, then you should probably put it on your bucket list. I'm gonna make a bucket list then.
But
I'm
that
gonna
can
do
be
my
your
book. I haven't done
goal
my
though.
book
Cause
Yeah,
I
same
have,
thing.
because it's a fear. I'm afraid of it, not just for entertainment. Do I want to do? But I'm
You
actually
scared?
afraid. Yeah.
You know what I want to do? I
You
want to learn how to
scared.
swim. I still have not taken a swim
Oh,
class.
girl,
I
I
am
used to
not
be
a
a
good
That's
swimmer.
lifeguard.
You-
I
I'm
used
not
to
a
be a
good swimmer.
lifeguard.
You have to do that.
Did you know that? I used to be a lifeguard.
Well, you need to teach her.
Awesome.
I
We
can
should go
teach
swimming.
you.
Yeah, we should go. Because I can swim
I
a
got
little
swim
bit.
clothes
I'm not a
on.
strong swimmer. I want to be a stronger swimmer, and I'm not a confident enough swimmer that if something was going down, then you needed help and we're in the water together, you're probably going to drown unless I get somebody to you quick.
I can swim like a fish.
Right,
Oh,
but I'm just
I-
saying,
too.
you're handicapped with me if
Oh,
you
okay.
can't.
I
Okay,
can help you.
okay.
I can
Or
help
you get sick and pass out. And I'm
I
like,
didn't know
"Holy
that.
crap,
See,
Sam, I don't know
the
what to
things
say."
that you find out. And another thing for goals, it doesn't have to just be for stuff like saving money and stuff like that. I try to use goals about cussing. I come from a
Personal
long
change, mhm.
line of cussers.
Me too,
Yeah.
sailors.
I
Yeah.
try.
And I
but
just try to
folks
limit
make you
my
just wanna-
cussing.
You know what I told myself just yesterday? I said to myself, self, I was in the car by myself, and I said, self,
Did yourself say, huh?
oh, we always, yeah, it goes down.
Yeah, answer back. You rude if you don't.
Yeah, because I was thinking about the curse words,
Right.
because I'm always very conscious of it myself. And I thought, I was thinking about something I wanted to say to someone, and I was thinking about how I would say it. And in my head, what I heard myself saying came with some harsh words. And I thought, you don't have to go that hard. You can back it up and do that word, and it can serve that purpose. And in my head, I said, but it doesn't seem to make the same impact. But guess what? If you curse less, any little curse word you use makes a big impact. Like if you have those aunts or relatives that never curse, if they say "damn it," everybody's hitting the deck. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, she said "damn it."
Yeah.
Back up. You almost hit the floor.
Yeah, we're in
Yeah.
trouble. It's horrible. Well, when we come back, we'll talk some more about goal setting, and there's a million different categories in which that could apply. So we're gonna talk some more about that when we come back. See you.
Okay? Are you following me? So if I start a stock company, right? And the name of my company is Stockmaker USA. And Wayne has a company out there called Stockmaker. I can't have a name because it's too similar to another name. So that name needs.
We are back. You're here with Sisters Unedited and our brother Unedited Sam. So we're talking about setting goals. I have a goal because I just did a second ago. Did you hear it?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, that's my goal for you too.
So when I watch my videos that I do on Facebook,
Yes, you do.
I hear that a lot. And I think that is the most ratchetastic thing on the planet, and I did not know I did that bad. So it is on my list of things that I want to
I'm going to do a Tyra impression. Good morning, everybody. And
That would be accurate.
That
I
was
saw it.
right on point, right there.
And when I saw it, I did like this.
oh no.
I was petrified. And so now I'm trying to be a little conscious of it. It's on
It's
my
gonna
list.
it take 21 days to get rid of a
It
habit.
may take longer, but I'll be working on that till the day I die because I can't stand it.
And you know what else goal that I try to set? I try to set a goal to go on a vacation with my children. I don't care what type of money situation you're in. I don't care. It can be done. Carnival Cruise, a lot of people think they can't go nowhere. Carnival Cruise, you can get you something $200 per person. Y'all can all be in the same room, and you can get cheap flights. And guess what? All you got to do is pay on that damn thing, and you just
book it in
make
advance.
it. And then when you get your income tax money, don't just go ball out. Put it on that cruise to show your children that it's something more than just the area that you're in.
Ooh.
And see, that's more than just a goal. Like, that's a mindset. So if someone doesn't even have the mindset to go anywhere, they're not gonna make that a goal.
Right.
So then I would suggest to you, take that advice that she just gave and rethink your whole life. If you have never been out of the state that you were born in, you got some goal setting to do
And
in real
don't
life.
think you can't do it, because I've done it on $10 an hour. I've done it on 11.
It's doable.
Use a lie.
It's called balling on a budget.
That's what that's
All
called.
on the budget.
You know what? I met a young man, he was probably 16 or 17, who had never been to the state fair. And he was born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas.
Wow.
Never been to Dallas to the state fair.
I know some people
Wow.
that have been born in Fort Worth that have never been to Dallas.
To Dallas.
Yeah, what is that? What?
I've never been to Fort Worth.
I made you take a ride.
But no, the scariest thing
Downtown is
is
nice.
the scariest thing
Is
is
it?
when people
I've never
don't want to leave.
That is petrifying. I don't understand.
See,
it.
and me, I was always the type, I always had to see more. I had to see what else was out there. I couldn't be confined to just the corner store or the car wash or just, wherever just the hangout spots were, because I'm like, I have to be doing something. I just can't, you can hang out, but then, in moderation. Hang out for a little bit, be there, be out, be gone.
You know what? People watch television and they watch movies all the time, and they shoot movies and TV shows in some of the most beautiful places sometimes.
Yes.
I hate the idea that there are people at home watching other people live.
Yes.
God created so much. On my
Yes.
on my video yesterday morning when I was talking to my Facebook family, I was saying that, it's okay. One of the guys at the conference we went to, we'll be talking about this for the next year. Everything from the conference was powerful and awesome.
Yes.
And he was saying how people, when it comes to setting goals financially, he said a lot of people they refuse to set goals rather because the mindset, they've been either raised or I remember being a part of a congregation where we were always being convinced that modesty is the best way and that because it equated wanting more to being materialistic.
Right.
It equated it to being everything but a God-fearing person. And the reality is that's wrong. When you set your goals, long or short term, you have to consider the fact, like I said, the television and the movie screen is a lens that some people have where they get to see out into the rest of the world. I can't imagine why you wouldn't want to go out and experience some of the places and some of the things that you'd be surprised. Just a plate of food from a place in another country or in another state could be a totally different experience than you've ever had in your entire life.
Tara, I think it's just that they don't know how to start. And we're giving you the tools today. Write what you want to do
Write it down.
Then look on that thing, that phone that you use to be on Facebook all day long, and that thing that say Google, you can put in
Anything that you want.
anything that you want to find
We are
out.
living really in a miraculous age where you can literally go in. I had a friend of mine, a real good friend of mine. We were hanging out a few weeks back, and she didn't even know that she could press the little microphone on her Google thing and just ask
talk
any
about-
question in the
Right,
world
right.
and get some type of answer, sometimes hundreds of different answers. And she's like, I didn't know that. I mean, some people don't know that. And even people that do know that, they use it for the wrong thing. There are people that sit up, they'll look at fight videos all day, twerking, ratchetness, but there's a whole wealth of information out there. YouTube is not just for music videos and fighting or, you
Right,
know,
you can
looking
actually
at
do something
porn or
constructive.
something like that. You can actually do something constructive. Everything, I learned to change a part on a car of mine years ago. I think it was a thermostat in my car. I had a little Honda. And I learned to change the thermostat on it by looking at a YouTube video of some guy that had a Honda Civic, and he was changing it out. And I'm like, oh, it's that simple. So I just did it. But use that. You have a phone. Use it as a resource. Don't just use it for, like I said, a bunch of mess. Yeah, anything you want to learn. If you want to learn, you know, how to, like you was talking about speaking Spanish. There are videos about how to speak Spanish, basic Spanish, conversational Spanish. Whatever you want to do.
Get it done.
Yeah.
Well, that mindset is a beast. It's killer. I always talk about legacy whenever I'm doing anything motivational, about how we have to be careful the types of legacies that we leave our children. There is a whole culture of people that we come from, specifically our brown people. We have so many different myths and things that we were raised in and led to believe that hold us back. And some people don't want to believe it comes as far back as from slavery.
It
But
does.
generationally, these things have been passed on that we are not eligible or we are not worthy.
We're not
or
supposed to
We're not
go here.
supposed
We
to
don't
do something.
belong
We
here.
don't belong. And I'm telling you.
And you can't. Let me just start with this. If you didn't have a car last year, let's just please, let's put it in focus. You didn't have a car last year and you was tired of getting on that bus or calling people and asking people, let's work on that car. If you said that you wanted that house or you wanted a better place to live and a better place for your kids to go to school at, let's do them $25 that you get your nails done or get your feet done or you went out to eat.
And
let's
if you
put
don't know
those
what
aside.
to do, learn how to ask questions. Like he just said, you can Google, but you know other people who have cars or houses or businesses or whatever it is that you desire. And that's another thing. When you're messing around with the mindset, I think you need to do positive reinforcements. I think it's awesome to put sticky
Affirmations.
notes. You need affirmations, and you need to remind
Affirmations.
yourself that you can and you will. And you also have to surround yourself with different people. You are eligible.
Environment. I was
That's
just
one
going to say
hundred
that.
It's
Environment.
killer.
So important. Because if you got some, we talked about before on the show, dream killers.
Right.
So if you around nothing but negative people, dream killers or whatever, that energy is going to affect you.
It's
You're not going to
contagious.
want to do anything because you're going to think, well, I can't do this, I can't do that.
And people will make
Wrong.
you feel guilty because
Wrong.
when you
And give
do,
up
when you do
something.
position yourself to do better, those people that you hang around will make you feel guilty. You're
Give
different
up
now.
something.
You're funny acting, or give us something. You should have.
Well, I'm
you
just
could
gonna
have
have to
given
be
me
funny
some money.
acting, 'cause I'm
Yeah,
going
I'm gonna be
through
funny
my
acting.
life.
I'm
Yeah.
saying give up something. You know that you try to smoke so much weed a week. That is money that you giving
Smoking.
away
Yeah,
to
giving
this
it away.
weed.
Give up something.
If them cigarettes or you're drinking, you go buy a thing of Ciroc, you got that money, you can go on a cruise with that Ciroc money.
You know what? People feel like
You
they have.
can.
People
Oh,
feel like they have. I'm too old. I'm not smart enough.
Yeah.
I don't make enough money. I
Those
don't
are
know
all
the right people.
lies.
Lies.
Yes.
All excuses. All excuses. When you see an 80-year-old woman decide to become a bodybuilder,
Yes.
Lies.
Yes.
a lot of
No
people.
excuses.
I know people who are 50 and they tell themselves, "I'm too old to do
Right.
certain things. I'm too old, girl. It doesn't make sense for me to try to start going to the
I
gym
got
now."
I got
What?
friends.
But
I
that's
can't
another
keep
thing.
up with some of them 50-year-olds.
point I wanted to
They're
make about
party
When
circles
you
around
set your
me.
goals. Like a lot of people wait till January 1st.
Yeah, like wow.
You can set your goal any day of the week.
Any
You
day.
can
Today is
wake
the
up
time.
and decide
Today.
that you want to
Right
do something
now.
different, and then set that as a goal. Give yourself a time frame, and then start working towards it. So you don't have to wait till New Year's Eve to come up with your list.
You don't.
See
You do it
it, see
tomorrow.
it, believe it, achieve it.
And if
You
and
don't
if
have
you
to
mean
wait
it-
to December to
But this is how
dump
you know
your
you-
loser boyfriend
But
either.
this is how you know you really want the change, when you are willing to do it right now. When you
Yes.
tell yourself later, tomorrow, next month, next week, next year, when you tell yourself any day other than today, you're not ready to make that change.
Yes,
Bottom line. You're not ready. That's where
Yeah.
you said earlier, let's be honest, you have to be honest with
You
yourself.
keep it real
Because
with
I'm setting a
yourself.
goal
Exactly.
since the conference to stop watching TV as much. Now, even
Yes.
before
Me
the
too.
conference,
That's
I
one
had
of my bad
already
ones.
started
You remember
doing
what
I
he
don't
said?
watch
Remember
my
what
TV.
James said?
the remote control is a
He said when you turn
I
on the
call it-
remote
the remote
control,
control.
you put your life on
you
pause.
put your life on pause.
You do, because
Ain't
it's
that
the dumb
something?
box.
I like that.
But
Yeah.
my goal is to get rid of it. So I told myself the other night I was gonna make
Nah, I
a
don't know
sign
about
to
what she
put up
talking
on the
about.
wall on my TV
You know
to
what
cover
that-
the screen
Right.
and say when you touch remote control, you pause your life.
Right.
And and as I was going to make that sign, I said, well, maybe I'll just put the sign on the remote so when I do want to watch it, the TV won't be covered
Well,
up.
but
See,
you know
TV
what?
is not everything to me, so, you know.
It's not to
Me
me
either,
either, but
and
I.
I've been
But
giving it
different,
up.
you know, yeah, different people are gonna have different
Different
things.
Like me, TV is big for me because I mean I was one of those babies that was raised on TV, and you know
It's not.
I still have a lot of programs I enjoy, but it is true. I mean, if you really sit down and quantify and look at how many hours
That's the thing.
you actually spend, now TV is one thing. I'm gonna tell you what I'm real bad, and anybody that know me, I'm real bad about being on Facebook too much. That's one of my things.
A lot of
wanna
people
get
are.
rid
A lot of people
Yeah.
are. But you know what? A lot of people do the little purge thing where they try to go like 30 days without it. and do it. But
I did about a good 2. I think last month. I think I did about a good 2, maybe 2.5 weeks, and I'm like,
That's not
I'm
about
back.
did you miss
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
I
exactly.
get on there, I get off. I get
Well,
on there, I get
here's
off.
my
I'm-
strategy
I'm
with the
stick and
television.
move.
The
Stick and
conference, the
move.
conference affected me the same way as far as the television situation. I don't watch a lot of TV, and the things that I do watch, I record. So
Right.
typically, it's when I'm laying down in the evening to
Yeah.
unwind. I usually turn it on, but that's still time where I could read a book. I
Exactly.
could reread notes from the conference. I could be going through my schedule for the next day. So what I decided is I'm okay with that'll be the time I let myself watch some TV
Right.
when I'm on my way to sleep. But I have decided that throughout the day, because on Mondays and Tuesdays I'm off from the salon and Sunday. So I'm doing other business, but I'm at
Right.
home. So I decided that I won't do business in my bedroom. And
That's
I
a
won't do
good
business
thing.
in the front. I go on the desk in the
Yeah.
office and sit to my
That's
desk.
good.
We just bought desk and put our office together this past week. So we are trying to position ourselves so that we can put ourselves in favor of growth to
Yeah.
set these goals.
All right.
So,
Amen.
and I'm working on my vision board. I know what needs to be on
yes,
it. But
I was gonna come back to that because we are visual people a lot of times that having that stimulus. If you want, now there's nothing wrong with that new Lexus or nothing like that. There's
Right.
there's
No.
nothing really wrong with that. You know, if you set that as a goal for yourself, but go to the showroom, go to the dealership, actually get a picture because they'll have the sales brochures.
Yeah.
Get that brand new picture where it's glistening at right there. You know, maybe somebody posing in front of it. Put it up there on your board just like that. The house that you want. There's a magazine that I used to get every now and then when I go to Barnes and Noble. That's what I call my temple. Love Barnes and Noble.
that's a good place.
Yes, I love that
Books.
place.
Read
Yes.
one.
And
Or
you
30.
go there and there's a book magazine called Dream, I think it's Dream Homes International or something like that. These beautiful homes. Some of them are actually right here in Dallas. And these just magnificent mansions, and you just look at them. And I would actually take pictures of them. I would actually post them on Facebook so people can see this is what I'm dreaming about. This is what my mindset is.
Right.
But you have to let your mind see those things so subconsciously it can start to wrap around it. And that's what helps it, brings it closer to you.
And I'm telling you, in that the piece about people, we are affiliated with a group of people. We do a motivation on Monday in the Arlington area every other week. And it's a group of people, all ages. The youngest are in their 20s, early, like
Late 20s, yeah.
20, 21 years old, up to, senior citizen, people who are building businesses, starting new businesses, leaving corporate or adding, something on the side to their corporate jobs. But that synergy that's in that room,
Right.
all positive
Love
people.
that synergy.
I've been dealing with them probably for 2, maybe 3 months now. Never any time for arguing, never any time for judgment. The guy who hosted Hakeem the Dream, shout out. He always says, go where you're celebrated and not where you're tolerated.
I like it.
Love that.
I love that. And this
love
guy
that.
is young. Hakeem is still in his 30s.
Wow.
And when I say positive beyond measure. He said he grew up the kid that was picked on. He had a lot of negative experiences, and he just hated all of it. He hates it for everybody, not just himself. And so he makes it a point to be positive. But that group environment where you're around a bunch of people who want to do something and willing to do what they can do to help you. What can you do to help me? What can I do to help you? It matters. So like I have a list of different things. People have, now this is where you can get confused, I think. So I'm gonna run off this list. Weight, finances, spiritual, education, and then your weight is one thing, but physical and health is a separate thing.
True.
Parenting, relationship issues. So you could have something in each one of these categories that you need to take care of. So here's where you get overwhelmed and decide not to do anything. I have so much to do. Where do I start? Where do I start? So you have to sit down, get your list going, your bullet points, and figure out what the priorities are for you. What things need to change immediately. If it's your behavior, if it's your children's behavior, if it's your finances, whatever it is, you get it kind of lined up so that you can just bite the elephant one bite at a time, and before you know it, you're the you that you want to be, and living the life that you want to live, and passing on the legacy to your children.
You have to pass that.
You know, we're in the technology age, so everybody has a phone and their notes and their tablets. I think you really should stick to the old school method and get you a pen and a paper. Because when you're going through the motion of actually writing something down, you're retaining it.
Yes.
Like
Having
it's
to think
concrete.
about
Like
writing.
it's done deal when it's on that paper. Like you
Yeah.
sign
Yeah,
for
you
them
see it.
houses and the car notes and stuff. When you put your signature on it,
Yeah.
it's done deal. You can't take it back.
Here's one hint too, and I found this out. They said that you will retain information more. Get you a yellow legal pad. They said there's a study that says things that are written on a yellow legal pad
That's
register
true.
in your mind subconsciously stronger than if you
Wow.
just
I
need
on
that for history,
a
too.
regular,
Yellow.
regular white paper. For some reason, they said a yellow legal pad.
I'm gonna
So,
try that.
I certainly am.
Thank you to my friend that got me the yellow legal pad.
Thank you, friend. 'Cause
Yes.
we're all going to get
Thanks.
yellow legal pads.
Yellow
Thanks.
note cards. I hope that works.
Yellow
Okay.
sticky tab.
Yeah, I think it's just
It's
the
the
color.
color.
Yeah, I think it's the color too, and then the writing on top
Stimulate
of it.
something. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
It means
Kinda
it
highlighting
means
it
something.
into your
Every
brain.
day. Leave it to the brother unedited
Oh
to
my
teach you.
God! Now, if he hadn't been here today, we would have never learned that.
Never
I
learned
struggled
that.
with history. I can't remember nothing in that book. I'm going home and write the
That's
whole
why
book down on
Yes.
a legal yellow pad.
You know what I
have to
just,
be
you
careful
know,
going to school.
you know, because I just recently got out of school and got my degree. But you know what I do in that type of situation to learn something that I don't want to learn that's boring? I sing that crap.
Yeah.
Sing it to yourself. In history, it was 1973, and that man, he did something. Bam! You gonna know it.
Okay.
What
song
about
it.
this? Conjunction, junction.
Yep.
What's
But
your
still remember
function?
So, okay, so now I have
Hooking
to
up
sing.
words.
Sing.
and
I'm telling
phrases
you.
and clauses.
I am
Yes.
telling you,
I
girl.
need some help.
I got a
Real life.
3.66. 3.66
Sang your way
over
right
here.
to it.
I sang my way through
you go.
Spanish 1 and 2. Boop.
Well, listen, she gonna try it. 'Cause
No, so sorry, yada. No, so
No
sorry, yada. It
siento.
won't be done, so it can't be done. Yes, I did.
All right.
Wow.
I am too
Well, I mean, and we're sitting here all blown away, but if you really look at like cartoons and
Yes.
Dora the Explorer is teaching American children Spanish all over the world.
Yes.
My baby used to watch it. She said, Mama, I know Spanish. I said, okay, say something in Spanish. She said, vete, vete. She was trying to say, vente,
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
Vete,
Vente.
vete. And I said, well, what does that mean? She said, it means I speak Spanish.
Yeah.
I said, well, that you do. Vete, vete.
28. So, yes, that is my secret, and it does work. I am
believe
telling
gonna
you.
try it. Really.
I
I grew up
believe
with
it.
that.
I believe it.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse
perfect
rock.
example.
Yes.
You can make your own schoolhouse rock.
But how
Exactly.
fast do you learn a song that come on the radio? Everybody
That you
knew
like.
Beyonce
Exactly.
slayed in about 2 songs. Came on 2 times. I was like, I knew that song.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes. Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will discuss this further. I'm having a great time. Sam, I'm so glad you came back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm
Sandra,
glad
we
to be
miss
back.
you, and we hate that you're not here, but you sent the perfect backup. We'll be right back.
You've thought about it, dreamed about it, and prayed about it. Starting your own business. Well, you can do it, and you don't have to do it alone. No matter what your business, Genesis Preferred Solutions will help you succeed. Here's Cassandra Bradford.
We're a Christian organization designed to help you succeed at what God has called you to do.
Genesis Preferred Solutions will help you avoid the pitfalls, fears, and costly mistakes first-time businesses often make. They'll guide you through the proper forms and help surround you with wise counsel.
We partner you with other people that can help you become successful. We want to do the paperwork for you so you don't have to.
And Genesis Preferred Solutions offers free training and seminars designed to promote success through the Word of God.
Put action to the plan that you have.
You are the best at what you do. So let's get started. Call Genesis Preferred Solutions now and ask about a tailor-fitted package for you. 800-718-2425. That's 800-718-2425. Church leaders, call today to schedule an exciting free seminar for your church or group. 800-718-2425. Go online to genesispreferred.com and do your own business by the book.
She wears a long fur coat of mink, even in the summertime. Everybody knows from the coy little wink, the girl's got a lot on her mind.
And we are back. You're back here with your sisters Unedited and your brother Unedited, Sam. So we got a lot of information about the long and the short of the goal. So that's the thing. So long term versus short term. That's another thing I think that maybe some people may be confused about. How do you figure out what you should do long term versus short term?
Well, the long-term goals should be the one that you know you need more time with. That's just the clue. And the
Those
those
long-term ones
things
are the bigger ones. What's your
bigger
end game?
one, yeah.
You know,
That you're gonna
what's
need
your
more
end game?
time. You're gonna need more time to get that 100 pounds off of you. Don't think it's gonna come off like, you know, just come on. People watch too many reality shows. Kim Kardashian, them, all of them, they got them surgeons on deck because they can pay for
and
it.
the diet pills and everything else. So
Yeah,
okay, so if
no.
my long-term goal is a 100-pound weight loss, so then you still set the short-term goals to achieve that. But this is the cool part that I think people don't get about the goal setting period. But if you just short-term goals, if you just say this week
This week.
I'm gonna watch less television,
Yes.
and then you actually do it,
Yes.
the way you feel, like you
Yes.
feel better, like
Yeah.
I'm gaining some control of my situation.
You have to celebrate those small
You have to,
victories.
and you
have
can't
to-
help it. It
Yes.
feels
Even
good.
daily.
Yes.
Even daily though.
Yes.
When
Daily.
You have, like we call it a to-do list, but that's still a goal. If you have things that you need to accomplish,
Mm-hmm.
if you set the day to do it, that's then at the end of the day you accomplish some goals.
Yeah.
Let me
I had
tell you
8 on my
something.
list today, and I got 7 done, so I'm feeling really good.
Yes,
I cleaned my list
yes. But let me just tell you something. It was a time where I could not walk 2 miles. And, you know, I don't even know why. I think you are in control of your mind. Let me just say this. Your mind ain't in control of you. You're in control of your mind. So I just did not have want to do it, okay? But I could do it. And see, right now, 2 miles ain't nothing to me. Now I'm doing 2 in a little bit, not a whole lot. But if you just ain't your way, as my grandma would say, ain't your way to a little bit more, before you know it, you hit that goal.
And then what about this though? You know, I think about people. Okay, like if Kim puts me in we have an enclosed patio where we work out. So if she says, "Okay, I'm gonna run in here real quick and do something. I'll be right back." Like, if I cheat on my workout, people kill me with this. Like, if I cheat on my workout, I'm not cheating her.
Right.
I'm cheating me.
Exactly.
I'm honest. I'm going to say, you know, I wanted to go to Kim thing this Saturday, but I did not have wanted to go.
But she's going. So,
But I'm gonna
And
go.
because of the support,
yeah,
right.
it's unfortunate
It's
that she
just-
didn't want to, but
But I
thank her
didn't
so
want
much for
to.
being there.
It's just that I didn't want to do it physically because I had, overdid it this week with my walking. So I had to clear my mind. But that was an excuse because I could have went because it wouldn't have killed me.
There's a very simple thing, and I learned this too. There's a very simple thing. If there's something that you want to do, there's a goal that you have. It boils down to one thing. How much do you want it, and what are you willing to pay for it?
I have a sign on my wall. How much do you want it?
Everything costs. If you know, if they say this coffee cup costs $1, boom, I know that this coffee cup costs $1. One thing, am I willing to pay for it in order to get it? And everything that you do, you need to ask yourself, am I willing to pay the price? Everything that might have a monetary value,
Right.
but losing weight has a sweat value. That means if I know I need to lose weight, I need to give up some sweat. I need to pay the price for it. Whatever goal you have, you got to pay the price. And everything you do, every second, every minute, you need to ask yourself, am I willing to pay the price?
Yeah, to have one more.
It's a yes or no question.
Period.
Really, it is.
Yeah.
It's a yes or no question. Do I feel like get up and walking at 2 miles? Am I willing to pay the price? You tell yourself either yes or no.
You just got to wrap your mind around it. Just
And
like
I'll
I'm
tell
going
you
to wrap
what's
my
sexy.
mind about exercising with Kim because I think she do too much. I
You
think it's going to
scared.
be hard.
She's scared.
Don't be
I
scared.
think she like it too much and I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you what's sexy.
She ain't going to give me no breaks or nothing. I don't
People,
like that.
I love to see. you don't need no break.
I'm gonna do like this.
See?
And tell
See,
us
I
something.
knew
Listen,
it.
just
I
tell
knew
her
it.
She need to work on her mindset. That's old Shamika talking.
Yeah.
That's
I
old
said-
big girl.
Make it
Yeah.
2 miles.
I
can
know,
handle.
but I'm wrapping my mind around this. Yeah,
Grab
and-
your hands around your steering wheel and get on up. That's what you rap. But listen, I think this is something that's super sexy. Is people think again that what separates people who are successful from people who are unsuccessful is the willingness to do what it takes.
Yeah.
So many people love a power couple,
Oh my God.
Beyonce and Jay-Z. Well, that is the sexiest thing on the planet to me. But how do you think they get there?
Right.
They
Together.
didn't get there overnight.
They
Number
got
one.
that together.
Yeah.
And by
And individually.
Right, because they do have their own.
Individually. You had two strong individuals that came together and learned to, they not only literally married, they married their visions,
lifestyles.
they married their goal, and they have their struggles too, like anybody
Everybody
else.
else, but
But
they laid their
they take care of
foundation.
business.
And you
Yeah.
said goals. So they each individually, she had her own goal on her own. He had his goal. He always wanted to buy a sports team.
Mhm.
It didn't happen until he was with her. Not because she made him do it, but it took time for him to get to that goal.
Yeah, yeah.
So no matter what, you have to set goals. And if you want to be part of a power couple, which I do, start setting your goals
Yeah,
now
me too.
so your power
Listen.
partner can find you.
I'm already one half of a power couple. Okay?
I'm telling you, baby. I know I'm one half. Whoop. I'm just waiting on.
Law of
that
attraction.
half.
You attract what you
What
think
you-
about. You attract what you do. So for everybody that's wanting that partner to be the other half of that power couple, you have to attract that. You have to
I
be
don't
that.
know. I don't know
You
about
can't
that.
sit
I've
up
been
and
sending them
want.
vibes out
You
for a
can't sit
while.
up and want
Been
Mr. or
missing.
Mrs.
Been
Billionaire.
missing.
And
Missing
you
again.
got a
And you
$3
5 cent pretty,
mindset.
right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You have to attract.
I say that every
You have to
morning.
pull that in. Even if you going and y'all are getting it together, you have to have that mindset, baby. We're gonna get this together. Bonnie and Clyde. We're gonna ride.
Bonnie and Clyde.
That kind of thing. You
Let
have
me
to
say.
have that
Let me
mindset.
say. I agree with you on that. Let me say this. To be honest with you, that was one good thing that I would take away from being married to my ex-husband. That we got that business done for real. But that's it.
Well, that's called lack of balance, and it's unfortunate, but lack of balance is real.
But we got that business done. Everything we wanted, we got that. And we did that very well, but it was just,
So you all were both able to set goals.
we were setting
And
those
stick to
goals and setting them goals, and he
And
wanted.
then you guys had an accountability partner, because when
Yeah.
you do anything together in a couple, then you
true.
have someone to hold
Mm-hmm.
you accountable. Okay, did you do your part? I've done mine. Did you do what you needed to do?
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, yeah, but that's it. And my son. The end.
Well, I tell you what, I think that what's awesome about the panel of people that I share this panel with, including our brother Sam, is we all are goal-oriented. And we all have a lot. It's so much more going on at this table than you can see right now.
Absolutely.
We've all been setting goals, and we're still setting goals every day. More, they keep hearing us talk about the conference, and again, we'll be talking about it probably for another year.
Yeah.
But so much came from it, and it really impacted us at the level where we are now with
And they're sharing.
with our goal. And we are because we want to bring some people up. If you want to know what went on, holler at us. We have the Facebook page, Sisters Unedited, and you can find us and ask some questions, and we'd be glad to answer them for you. So when we come back, we're going to talk some more about our personal goals and what kind of things we have going on. Hopefully it'll help somebody out there, but if nothing else, you'll know us even better. We'll be right back.
Ladies, join us for this year's Run Women's Conference, July 23rd, 2016 at 8 a.m. with our special guest, Sheila E. Yes, you heard us right, the Grammy Award winner, Sheila E. Looking to be empowered, motivated, and encouraged? Look no further. Join me along with thousands of women as we reset our goals and aim for higher heights in our business and within ourselves. That's the Run Women's Conference 2016. Want a little more glamour in your life? Join us July 23rd at 8 p.m. at Gillies for more Sheila E. with her live band. For more ticket information, log on to runconference.org or text the letters RWC to 313131. Get your tickets now.
But you had a great time with us. We had a great time with Sam.
Yes,
We're
thank
glad
you.
that you came, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. See you
Thank
next
you.
time.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.